Okay, you just bought your Tuffy product and you're ready to put a 3-digit combination lock onto that. This is going to be a direct replacement for the keyed cam lock that comes standard on your product. Now, the steps that you're going to take to do this, they're going to be a few of them, but they're going to be simple. Things that you can absolutely do yourself with simple tools, just being a Phillips head screwdriver and a simple wrench. So to get started, let's go and do an overview of what's on this lock. So if you want to come in a little bit closer, when you receive that combination lock, you're going to have that 3-digit combo. It's going to have this spacer on there, as well as a retaining nut and a cam arm. What we're going to be replacing on here is we're going to be removing this spacer and replacing this cam arm. And we're going to replace those with this flat spacer that does not have these hooks or spikes that you see in this one. So this will be removed and replaced with the flat option. And then we're going to replace it with the cam arm that we provide. And these will be in the packaging when you receive your lock. To get started, let's go ahead and disassemble this lock. We're going to start with a Phillips head screwdriver. And we're going to take off the back Phillips head. Just set that to the side. We will reuse that. Now be careful at this point. I just dropped that cam arm. That's not the end of the world, but the thing that we need to be looking for is this spacer right here. And let me see if I can pull it off for an example. You can see how it's got this notch in there. That's what allows this lock to turn 90 degrees. We need to make sure that this does not fall off and that it stays on the lock when you're removing it. I know the orientation when I pulled it off, but it just needs to set on there. And to watch how it works is that when it sets and I turn this lock, you can see that it's going to stop it, and that's what allows this lock to turn 90 degrees rather than 360 degrees. So keep that on there. Now we're going to remove the retaining nut. Set that to the side. Now we're going to take off this spacer right here. Remember, it has those spikes on there. We do not want that. If you want to throw it away, you're more than welcome to do that. Now we're going to take our flat spacer, we're going to set it on there, and now we're going to take our cam arm. Now the orientation on the cam arm, actually we'll get to that in a second. Let's look at the product first and then we can worry about the orientation rather than trying to freehand that. So I'm going to set these two down for the moment. And now on the product we're going to remove the existing cam lock. Now we're just going to adjust this. It's not wanting to cooperate right now. There we go. And there's this retaining nut on the inside. So the same retaining nut that you saw on the combination lock, it's going to be on this cam lock as well. So we're simply just going to take that off. Remember, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So in this case, lefty-loosey. Set that to the side. Just take that off. And then at this point, it'll just slide over, remove that, set it to the side. Now, you've removed the keyed cam lock. And now we're ready to take that combination lock and swap out this keyed cam lock. And to do so, let's get our orientation correct. You're going to set this through. Oh, lost that. Now if that happened to me, that most likely can happen to you. Remember that spacer that we were talking about, the 90 degree? That just fell off when I was doing it, so it's a good thing that we went over that. So let's go ahead and put this combination lock onto here. And we'll just have the numbers reading vertically. It doesn't really matter at this point, just set it on there. And what we're going to want to make sure is that when this cam arm turns, so say we put that in the unlock, I just went horizontal, it's definitely your preference on orientation. But what we want to do is have this cam arm sit right here and turn and lock into there. So now that I know my orientation, I'm going to back it off, set that down. I'm going to take this 90-degree piece, and now that I know I am turned, what's my orientation right here, going clockwise mine, counterclockwise the way you're looking, I'm going to set that down. Now it's spaced, so when I put the cam arm back on, it'll turn and it'll stop. And then when I back the other way, it'll stop. That's when we have that complete. At this point, we'll just return that Phillips head. Oh, let me back up. I almost forgot that spacer. Let's go ahead and just put that retaining nut on. Now we'll put that cam arm back on. Let's make sure that retaining nut is tight. And let's get that Phillips head tight. Okay. So at this moment, we have successfully installed the combination lock onto the box. And then to change the combination on this, now that you have it installed, don't change the combination before installing it. Now that it's installed, we can change that combo. You can see on the side of the lock, there's a small hole. That's where the reset pin is at. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take something like a paper clip or something small, and you're going to depress that reset button. When you have that button depressed, then you're gonna change your combo, but make sure you're holding in that reset button the entire time, because the moment you release on that reset pin, that's gonna set the combination, and there's no override on this lock. That is a security measure for it. So make sure you have that that reset pin depressed, change your combo, and then release, and your job is complete.